Photoshop I'm working on. JJ, I'm working on a token.
All right, sweet, sweet.
But it's a dry heat, man.
All right, so I started on the wiki today, but I didn't really get a lot of information put up on it. But basically what I sent you in the email, all of that is what you guys know. The known world does not have any kind of magic. Any of you that are starting as casters do not have access to your magic until I start telling you that you're feeling magical, I guess. So we're going to pretty much start out right with you guys being on the boat. All of you that are exiled should be starting with nothing unless you chose a magic item. If you chose a magic item, it's not going to be with you currently, but it will come to you soon. About the same time that everybody's getting their magic.
No, I'm good, buddy.
Okay.
You okay, Billy? Billy?
It looks like he's still in.
He left and then he came back, and then his audio keeps going in and out. But yeah, so we're going to be starting on the boat. Each of you, except for Kevin, let me go ahead and switch over here.
Oh, sure.
All right, so Kevin, you're the only one that's going to be on the top deck. Each of the sides, which would be right here and down here, those have cabins under them, and you have a cabin.
You would.
And then the rest of you are going to be down here.
Box. 1 pound.
You guys see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
You see your character on there?
I do.
Can you move your character?
Wow.
Yes, but I'm standing in a bunch of black.
You're standing in a bunch of black.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think I set dynamic lighting on this level.
I see a little bit of something.
Let me see. Is that any better, JJ?
Nope. If you want to see what I see, you can go.
Okay, never mind. I figured out what it is. There we go.
Beer.
That better?
Yep.
There.
Well, I
Is
can
that
see that.
better?
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's better.
Okay. So yeah, so that's where you guys are. And we start out.
I fire magic missile.
You don't have it yet.
Anvil falls on
There's
your head.
nothing to attack. What are you attacking?
Other girls?
Oh man.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick, and then we'll.
Oh,
Where's
snap,
the
that reminds me of
Cheetos?
beer.
It's a Mountain Dew! What?
If there are any girls on this boat, I want to do them.
There are no girls on this boat.
Damn it.
Would you say, are you sure there's not any to port?
All right, so in addition to the, I didn't want to add a token for every single person on this boat. So the ones you see are people that are going to be of some sort of importance. But in addition to you guys being down here in the hold, there are probably about like 24 other people. So it's a pretty cramped space. Your sleeping quarters are essentially like burlap hammocks that are hanging in layers of 3 on the in the corners.
How rustic.
So you guys are probably sitting in your cells for a couple hours.
I sob openly.
Do what?
I sob openly.
Okay. Well,
You're weird.
this is pretty much an opportunity for you guys to be able to chat.
I went to get a beer. I didn't hear anything you said.
I'm crying.
Can't tell since I can't see you.
Just assume I'm here. Or wait,
That's what I
assume I'm
did.
not here.
Okay, so What I said was that there's about another 24 people that are on this deck with you guys. I just didn't want to put 24 tokens on here. So it's a pretty cramped space. You guys have sleeping hammocks that are made of burlap that hang in rows of 3. You guys are going to be here in port for a couple hours. It's more or less an opportunity for those of you that are together to be able to talk and get to know one another.
As exiles, are we like confined to cells, or are we like?
You're confined to the room that your token is in.
Okay.
Berghardt is the only one who has a room to himself because they were concerned as to how an ogre would react to having other people in the room with him. You guys can see through. The doors are barred, so you can see in there and see that there is an ogre.
I'm gonna poke my head. Like I'm gonna look in there and see.
So JJ, you missed what I said, but I
sorry.
repeated for Colby everything that you did catch. But in addition to that, you're the only one that has a room to yourself.
Okay.
Because they didn't want to risk putting any other prisoners in your room because they didn't know how an ogre would react, and they really didn't want to have to deal with bodies.
Okay.
You get the very distinct impression that they treat you like you would expect an ogre to be treated, and they don't trust you or anything like that.
Berghardt like being on a boat. Lots of waves.
I'm not used to the like. Oh, we're still in port though, right? We're not like in open sea yet.
You're still. You're not in open sea. You're still in port.
So I'm not openly sick quite yet.
So we're in port in the old world?
Yes, you haven't left yet.
Can I get off the boat?
No. You can't get out of the room that your
Alright, I think I got that about fucking done.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Colby, are you in the room with me?
Apparently I am.
So what are you in for?
I was indiscreet with the daughter of a local noble.
Oh, was it good?
Very good.
I have to.
What are you in for?
I pissed off some academics, and they kicked me out of school.
Totes unfair, bro.
So, Kevin, somebody, the captain comes to you at some point and says that ship is set to sail in 2 hours. Make sure you have everything on board that you're needing before we set sail, sir. And he says probably going to be about a 3-month journey if weather holds. So we have ample supplies. If there's anything you need, talk to my first mate. I just said all that, and Kevin, I don't even think is listening.
Kevin, can you hear Martin?
Kevin, tap twice if you can hear us.
I cannot hear Martin. I can hear everybody else though.
Why do you keep losing me, Kevin?
What the fuck?
We can't hear you.
He needs to
Do I gotta
refresh.
refresh again? Hold on.
Let's do it again.
I'm gonna kill his computer.
Murder.
Hi guys, I'm Sir Not Featured in this film.
I'm going to ask the guard to get me a sandwich.
He ignores you.
I'm going to ask him nicer. Can I roll?
I'm sorry, sir, but my
Role play it.
I'm too lazy to role play. That's what I have dice for.
Then you will get nothing.
He says as he plays a role-playing game.
Yeah.
uh,
All right. So while I'm waiting on Kevin, then the first mate comes down here and he comes up to the cells and he says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen." He says, "I must apologize for the accommodations. The Crown did not want to spring for you to have your own quarters."
Berghardt have on quarters. Berghardt is special.
He says, "Quiet down back there, ogre. I'm talking to the civilized folk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where is he?
He says, I have not taken the time to read the files for the reason why any of you are being transported across the sea. But I am here to let you know that the captain has been given full authority of everyone over this ship. Behave yourselves. Should we need any of your assistance, we may allow you to come out and swab the deck or something like that. If you prove yourself useful, the captain does have the authority to be able to provide you with a pardon when we get to the New World, to where you will not be sold into slavery. Each of you will likely get an opportunity to prove himself, and depending on how well you do, you could either be pardoned, kept in your current status to be sold as a slave when we reach the new colony, or if you prove to be a true pain in the ass, we will throw you overboard. Does everyone understand?
Oh, yes, sir.
I believe, yes.
Ogre,
What?
did you understand the words that came out of my mouth?
Fergarg under could Fergard be on boat? Yeah. We go to new place. Do good. Yeah.
Right. All right. Now, chow will be brought down to you within an hour after we leave. You will be receiving 2 meals a day during this voyage. Any questions? Good. I will leave you to entertain yourselves.
Excuse me, Captain.
He says, I am not the captain.
Excuse me, person in charge.
What is it you need?
Might I ask your name?
He says, I am Vex.
Vex, that's a lovely name. Might I make myself useful? I like that idea about not being sold into slavery.
That will be a decision that the captain will make as we are on our journey. Over the 3 months, you will have ample opportunity to make yourself useful.
Do you have need of a historian?
No.
Do you have need of an entertainer?
Always. We have no ladies on the ship.
Fergard,
Let's
it's
do
a
it,
joke.
Does the ogre laugh when he says that?
Fergard love ladies.
He actually says, Fergarg is actually the reason we don't have any ladies. They all fear being near him.
Oh, that's rough.
Most men on this ship were the only ones that were brave enough that would assume that an ogre would not break his way through the hull and sink us all. He says, Ogre, if you break through the hull and sink us all, I will make sure that you die the most painful death before I die of drowning.
Roger that, Capitan.
For an ogre, he seems awfully compliant. Something might be different about this guy. Ogre.
Alright, so the first mate leaves. You guys can confer amongst yourself.
Excuse me.
Kevin, are you able to hear me again?
I can hear you loud and clear, Bubba. As a matter of fact, can we roll to see if I'm enjoying my stay?
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that the captain himself actually comes to you, and I'm not going to repeat everything I said before because I don't like to do that, but the shortened version is he's going to come to you, and he's going to be like, sir this, sir that. He's going to tell you, should you need anything, find his first mate. He'll get it for you. There's plenty of supplies aboard the ship. We're going to be leaving in about 2 hours. If you need anything, if you think there's anything special you're going to need for the journey, you need to secure it before we take off, as there will not be very many luxuries afforded once ship leaves harbor.
Excellent.
Because Kevin, I think you're also the only one who has any starting gold. So if there was anything that you wanted to buy from an established world, now would be the time.
I want to go shopping.
Yes, I'm actually going to find Bex and inquire as to the length of the trip.
3 months.
And outstanding. And then I'm gonna go buy however much 10 gold will get in alcohol to help me through this voyage.
That's a lot of alcohol. That's some good stuff.
Well, that is one of the things when he says that there's like food and stuff available. Of course, rum is going to be part of that.
It's a motherfucking
Nope.
ship, yo.
Take me to my room.
So
Get cozy.
unless there's a specific alcohol that you want, they're not going to carry beer because that's probably going to go bad during the voyage. They might have some crappy beer that like is akin to IPAs, but it'll straight up be like
Hey,
nasty.
I heard that.
I was waiting. I was like, "Did Colby leave again?" All right,
I'm good.
so-
I will retire to my quarters on board ship.
okay.
Me too. I'm gonna retire to my quarters.
I
You're
will
on-
retire to Kevin's quarters.
You can stay down there.
I'm gonna curl up into my hammock and weep.
What the deuce?
You can retire to my quarters anytime, Colby.
All right, so you guys take off and set sail for the sea.
Vergarg is playing rock paper scissors with himself.
Kevin, you're actually given like a very crude itinerary, and it basically just says that they're setting out to the west. They'll be in about 4 to 5 weeks' time. They'll be passing the Isle of Avalon, which will be the last landmass
Vestige of
to
the-
west
yeah.
that's been established.
Absolutely.
Do what? Kevin,
I got you.
Is there any way to turn that music down?
Yes.
I can barely hear you over it. There we go.
Can you still hear it?
I will spend my 5 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
I would like to spend the next 5 weeks going in and out of my room looking out at the ocean.
Okay. But yeah, so the itinerary basically just consists of that. The last like civilized place that you guys will be passing will be Avalon. After that, they don't expect to see land again for another 2.5 months.
Perfect.
Excellent.
I want a piece of JJ's pizza.
I want a piece of JJ's pizza. I didn't even get to eat dinner because I had to prepare what I hadn't finished preparing for this. I would just.
I'll see if anybody's interested in learning an overly complicated game that I'm making up on the fly.
Sure. Vergarg loves games.
Yes. What you smell?
You spend
All
5 weeks explaining the first rule to Vergarg.
I'm gonna give you guys each the chance to practice sending the game master a private message, because I want you each to send me a private message with your alignment. I can go look it up on your sheet, but I just want you guys to be able to know how to do that and do it. It's basically just using /W space GM space your message. JJ, that is not in alignment.
Was your alignment down and to the right?
Okay. All right, so everybody's got it. All right, so you guys tell me what you're doing over the next long time.
Vergarg is playing 5 weeks of rock paper scissors with himself.
I am. Go ahead, Michael.
No, Colby, go. Colby.
I am making friends with the eminent Michael and Vergarg. Michael, what's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron? I
Yeah.
am making friends with Aaron and Vergarg.
Why are you playing?
You learn quickly. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try teaching them this overly complicated board game that I'm making up on the fly. It's like Cones of Dunshire without rules.
Okay, so
Do we roll the dice to see how many dice we roll?
Yeah.
each of Colby, actually all three of you that are playing the game, make me an intelligence check.
I don't know how to do that.
Open up your character sheet. There should be a button next to intelligence.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, I need to make it like individual ones for my stuff.
CC2.
I'm in a 19.
I rolled a 19 minus 3.
Wait, so Michael, you're an intellectual like scholar, but you've only got a +1 to your intelligence.
Yes.
That's why I got kicked out.
I understand why you got kicked out.
I told you, all of my rolls are like mediocre. Like I'm at everything.
Okay, so
How do you roll an intelligence check on the program?
okay, so go to your character sheet.
Yeah.
And then at the core stats,
Oh.
you will see, and then there's a button that says save.
There you go.
Oh
Got
yeah.
it.
I wish I could put that on a second screen, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked that too, and we had tried once before to like create like a second tab where you could do that, but it really started fucking with the program.
Right.
I wish I had 2 screens. You people suck.
Hang on, my dogs are freaking out.
I have an extra one here, Colby, that is literally not being used.
Well, just stick it through the microphone and send it on over here.
Okay.
No! It's gonna do the modem noise.
Okay, so we're playing
So
this
what
game.
happens is that Aaron does come up with this overly complicated game, and surprisingly, Fergarg, is that your roll with your minus?
Yeah, that roll a 19 minus 3.
Okay, so Fergarg, you don't quite get the mechanics of how this game is played, but you're definitely you've got a fairly good comprehension of it. Colby, you're completely fucking lost. You're like, this is the stupidest.
This music man, he's stupid. He no get our game.
We play. We'll play it. We'll take like a plank of wood, like a scrap piece of wood, and we'll draw pictures on it with charcoal and slide it under the door and see if he can guess what we drew.
You're doing that for Fergarg?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Fergarg's really good at it. Colby's not. Colby draws something, and he's basically like, I don't even know what I drew. Good luck guessing.
It's just
Can
like
I-
this
can
big
I-
figure with a couple of big circle bits.
Can I use my deception to convince them that I'm awesome at the game?
Sure. Alright, so then you guys can roll a, what is it, insight now?
Fergard believed that no one lied to Fergard.
Insight or passive insight?
Since he's rolling it, you would roll it.
Yeah, when it's opposed, you usually roll. You don't use passives.
Oh, you beat me. You're really good at this game, Colby. Colby C.
Okay, yeah. So here's
Oh,
another
I'll
thing
change
about Roll20. Yeah, go to
Yeah, I fixed it.
cool. I've been doing the same thing. I should have switched it. Okay, so also over the next 5 weeks, you learn that Fergard loves.
Fergarg, make your check to see if you believe that Colby really does think he's awesome.
No, I believe him, man. Like Fergard is very trusting. They're good people no lie, and Fergard believe everybody good.
Oh, Fergarg.
But he gets really angry when he figures it out that that's not true.
Do you take things like, okay, so for Fergard,
Yes, this
if I were to
Fergard.
say to you that that joke was over your head, what would your reaction be?
My head over my head. Fergard.
Yes, like the joke was over your head.
Fergard you see nothing over his head.
Okay,
Alright,
so
perfect.
If Fergard were smarter, Fergard would take everything literal, and his reflexes would be too quick to not grab joke. But Fergard not smart enough to even realize that he should take everything literally.
That was actually pretty poignant.
that was me, not Fergard.
all right. Kevin, are you there?
I am.
Okay, so I need you to make a perception check.
Fuck. I haven't been able to make macros. I'm just letting you know that.
You don't need a macro
You can
for
use the buttons
perception.
on
Just
your-
open up your character.
Woot.
You roll a natural one.
Nice.
All right.
Amazing.
You hear Fergar whooping and hollering.
I just went to the dice roller, so I figured that's what we're supposed to do. I know nothing.
Yeah, but do you have a bonus to that? What's your proficiency bonus? It's
Well,
still a
he's
natural
rolling a
one.
natural one, so normally you would add it in there. With a natural one, he's failing it no matter what.
So, I don't know what size of screen you guys are playing on, but like, for me, I just leave my character sheet open and click on the Show All tab, and then there's buttons for literally almost every roll that you can do.
Yeah.
So perception is a roll, so like if Fergar was going to roll perception, I just go in and click the dice next to it.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, Billy, are you there?
Yep.
I just sent you a message in Hangouts if you could look at that.
Okay.
All right, I don't
Can't
really.
you,
Oh, there it is. I got it. Bam. How about that? Did it work?
Yep.
There you go. Well, we're still taking your natural one.
Fergarg seeing things that aren't there.
It didn't say it was it was an ability check, so it doesn't count. I was just testing buttons out.
Uh huh. All right. So you don't notice as a door appears in your cabin in the back, where would normally, if the door were to open, it would probably open up into the sea, and out walks a gnome.
Ah, son of a
Say again?
bitch.
But you don't see him. So Billy, you walk through a door and you have no idea where it came from, and
Not
you're all of
again.
a sudden in the cabin of what looks like a ship, and you see Kevin. Describe yourself.
Bust this fucking character sheet out.
Hey, side note, this has nothing to do with the game. I'm getting this message that Windows is
Human
genuine. Does anybody know what crap that is?
of
Yeah.
about 6'2", 250 pounds. No, 205 pounds, with salt and pepper hair. Where the stuff's not loading. Like doing this all from memory. Gruff, grizzled. Looks like he's been through a meat grinder and back.
But
Dressed
my
in
character sheet says I have gray eyes.
explorer's garb.
I'm a petite female gnome, kind of wispy, but like Martin equipment wise, am I equipped like I was? Martin?
Yes, everything's the same.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm wearing some armor and carrying a sword and shield, and I'm saying, "Not again, not again."
Did you used to be?
So Kevin, you don't even notice him walking in, but all of a sudden you hear this like small female voice say, "Not again, not again."
This does not surprise me, for I've taken the alert feat. I raise an eyebrow and turn towards the direction of the noise. The small, quaint little voice.
All right, you see what Billy just described, standing in front of her. That does not lead out to the ocean, but it looks like it should.
Ooh.
Is this an inn?
No, this is my personal quarters that you have intruded upon.
I will surely leave. Goodbye. And then I will. Which way is out?
Point towards the door.
I will head towards that door.
Okay. You should be able to move your token, Billy.
Oh, okay. I'm
Daddy,
getting my sea legs here.
Daddy.
Oh, see my token.
Yeah, I only see Fergard in them.
Oh, okay. I didn't switch that. That's my bad.
And you were vitamin.
Oh,
Woohoo.
that makes more sense.
We're all superimposed.
OMG! All right. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm out.
All right. So Billy goes out and walks out of the cabin.
A ship! I'm on
Um,
a ship! Ah!
you come out on the ship, Billy, and like all eyes turn and look at you.
Hello?
They all just are like staring at you. Make a perception.
We got a lady on the ship. Good news.
Hold up, guys. Slow stuff here. character.
This is happening above decks, right? We can't see this.
Correct.
And take a van.
All right. So all you can tell is that they're just all looking at you.
They're all males.
Yeah.
Like this.
One of the deckhands comes over and is like, "Hey there, little lady. It's like needing a place to stay. Get kicked out of the governor's room."
No, I'm quite fine, thank you. Bugger off.
Got a nice warm bed just across the deck there.
Yeah, that's spectacular. If you would please fuck right off, that would be great.
Another deckhand comes over and like shoves him, and he's like, "Hey, she doesn't want to go with you. Didn't you hear the lady?"
Yeah, thank you.
And he's like thousands of apologies, and he's like, "If you do need a place to stay, I can arrange that for you."
Slightly nicer, thank you. At the moment, I'm just looking to sort of get off the boat. How far are we from the nearest port?
All the men around you start laughing.
I'm assuming a long way.
And he says, "And where have you been these last 9 weeks?"
Who said this?
One of the deckhands there.
We're busy, tending to my business, as you should.
One of them elbows the other and is like, "Attending to business, attending to the governor." And they all start laughing.
Yes, the governor, attending to the governor. That's exactly what I was doing. He would be very cross to hear that you guys were making fun of me.
I watch my movie now.
Okay, so, all right. So the first mate comes out there, Billy, and he's like, "What is all this commotion?"
I don't know.
He looks and he says, "Miss, how did you get aboard this ship?"
I've been aboard since we set out, attending to the governor.
He says, so you already have quarters then?
Yes, I'm quite well apportioned.
He says, "Men scatter, get back to your posts." He's like, "Or I'll have every one of you thrown overboard and bring the exiles up here to take your place."
Done. I'm in.
Exile. Exile.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says, "Miss, if I were you, I would probably stay close to your room. You are the only female aboard this ship."
Understood. I'm also half of everyone's size. We're going back over to Kevin's quarters, and I'm gonna have to talk to him for a second.
I'm not sure he can hear you because I can barely hear you with the children's voice.
Dirty clothes, baby.
Dirty clothes. How much dirty?
Kevin?
I'm sorry, small child.
No, understood. I'm gonna sneak back over into your quarters.
Alright, well, while Kevin is getting himself situated, we'll switch back to the others.
Whip.
Thank you.
Alright, what have you guys been doing?
What have we been doing? Well, we can't really do much but entertain ourselves, right?
I've been schooling
playing-
Arn at this game we've been playing.
We're playing a rousing game of drawboard.
I've also Arn has probably learned that I love music. Like, so if they like sing a excuse me, like a nice little tune, like I'm like super like, oh shit yeah.
I'm gonna do a perform check to see if you like it.
All right.
Oh, I can just use the sheet that I've got open right here. The performance, bam! Look at that, performing the shit out of that.
Oh yeah, no, I dig.
Are you just singing to him?
Yes, and I'll making it up as I go, like Eddie Izzard style, like rum bum dum dum, some lum bum.
Okay.
I want to perform with him.
Okay. Are you wanting to assist him or do your own performance?
We're
assisting him.
We're overperforming each other. We're doing
All right. You successfully assist him.
Yeah.
Nice. Fergarg is totally impressed and is like, Fergarg loves singing. Fergarg like you too.
It's your turn to think of a thing for us to do. So if there's a song, you should sing a song.
Okay, so Aaron, as you do your like song, like Colby starts accompanying you, and you can tell that he has a much better voice than you. But he is like he's not trying to like sing over you or prove himself better than you. Instead, he's actually like trying to like back you up.
Why is that good?
I'm fantastic. I'm good. I'm the best. You're deferring to your superior. It's great.
Oh, you're cute. Whenever you get a chance to switch back to Kevin, I have to actually go do something out of game for a minute. So
Okay, go ahead. And, Kevin, are you there? Yeah, I can't even switch back to him because he's not.
I am. Did you get my
Okay.
my private message?
I did, but I was waiting for you to come back because Billy was coming back to interact with you.
Absolutely. Come on in.
So are you the one they call the governor?
I will be gone for less than 5 minutes.
No.
Kevin, you know that people are calling you the governor, but you are nowhere near a governor.
I am no governor.
Are you a deputy or a sheriff of some sort?
I was a scout.
Scout. So are you a...
Kevin, you know that your handbill that you have for like your appointment for in the new colony is that you are appointed to be one of the sheriffs.
Sweet.
So do you uphold the law?
I do.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, good. Look, it's a really long thing to explain, but I just arrived here, and I went out on the deck, and it looks like it's very dangerous out there. They are under the assumption that I am your handmaiden, and if you would be willing, then perhaps I could attend to your needs while we're on the voyage, and then we could part ways once we arrive at our destination. ... Let me explain further. I can serve your food to you and keep the room clean in exchange for a spot in the corner to sleep so that I may be safe from these savage crewmen. Good.
I stand up.
will run about then and begin cleaning the room.
I stand up, and as I stand, to you are a what's your character's race again? You're a
Gnome. I'm about 3
you're
feet tall.
gnome. As I stand, I tower over top of you. I
Yep.
look down, stoop just a smidge, and reply, "You may have the bed. Clean up after yourself. Keep to yourself. Keep quiet. I can feed myself, and I can take care of myself."
Sounds good.
Understood.
I'm already having a Disney princess moment over here.
Excellent. And I
In
sit
my
back
head.
down, and I return to my journal.
I'm entirely planning to like soften you up and sing songs with you later on, with some animals.
I glare at you like eyes with daggers.
Like, ow! It would literally hurt.
Perfect.
Hey, Kevin, I have a question. Kevin,
I can hear you.
I know. Apparently, anybody else hear me?
Yep.
Well, Martin, maybe you know. Is his name Baron or is he a Baron?
His name is Baron.
Okay.
Kevin, did you leave us again?
No, I'm here. I
You're
was
not
talking
here?
to Billy the whole time.
Could you not hear Colby?
No, I can't hear a fucking thing Colby said. Hold on, refresh.
I'm gonna break your computer for you.
I wonder if he has Colby muted.
I wouldn't blame him.
No, because he keeps losing one person at a time.
According to Jeremiah, everybody should just mute me for life. So
Bruh. Billy.
Talking about like inverse truth-itis because I feel like everybody should mute Jeremiah for life.
It was what made that laugh the best was the slight echo in the background. It's like really distant. You overheard it and chimed in.
I actually literally just got a text from Jeremiah.
Oh
So
my
did
god!
I.
About what?
He was like wanting to hang out or something. And I'm like,
I got the same thing, Billy. It just said, sorry I haven't been back by since popping in that one day. I've been stupid busy. Do hope to get together soon.
Look
got
what
all
I
that-
did!
hey.
I made him all sensitive.
It's Colby's fault because he made Colby believe that, or Colby made him believe nobody likes him.
Well,
Right.
it's true.
So, for the record,
Yeah.
this is being broadcast. So,
I don't care.
I mean, nobody's watching it except
You
me,
can't
but
pay for that kind of humor.
it will be on the internet.
He's got to find it too, and like.
Hey,
not gonna have
JJ,
a link to the wiki.
that was the voice chat equivalent of he's right behind.
And he's right behind me, isn't he? Kevin, can you hear everybody now?
We all know the only person who's, well, the main person who's going to be watching it isn't going to, he'll laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear Colby now.
Yay!
Yay!
Everybody sound off. Kevin, tell us who you hear. Do you hear me?
The governor.
I can hear you.
Yes.
And that's how we do it on Broadway.
I believe so.
Kevin, can you seriously not hear me? Somebody tell him he can't hear me.
Kevin, can you hear Martin?
No, Michael. I can hear you, Martin.
Well, damn it, why aren't you responding when I say, can you hear me?
I can hear Billy. I heard Colby.
Yeah.
I can hear Michael.
He's still not answering my question.
Oh, it's because it's really
I am.
lagged. Like you can kind of hear it in the speakers, and it's just really lagged. Test.
Kevin? Kevin? This is stupid.
You can hear
Everybody
you.
else can hear me fine, right?
Yeah.
Colby?
What? I'm sorry, I was reading a really interesting theory about the prequels. What was
Okay.
the question?
You can hear me, right?
No.
Billy?
Yep.
I'm going to move forward without Kevin until he figures out what's going on. We could be here all night trying to get his computer to work.
Yes.
All right. So, Billy, you're going to be staying in Kevin's quarters with him.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody should make a perception check.
Hell yeah, I will.
I'm oblivious.
Nice perception.
I guess Kevin and Billy cannot hear me.
I'm in the process. Sorry. Perception. If I say it enough, it'll happen. I promise. My problem is my screen's pretty cluttered. Okay, it's good.
Okay. So, Peridot, you can tell that, like, you know, it's been a couple days since you've been there, and the ship's getting, like, the sea is definitely getting more choppy. The ship is starting to rock a lot more than it did. Colby and Michael, you can tell the same thing. But even below decks, you can also hear that, like, a storm is coming. You hear, like, lightning off in the distance and, like, strong wind.
No, JJ's right. I'm just lagging in and out. Like, you guys will cut out.
How long ago
Yes.
did you say that?
Yes, it's like techno or electronic.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
And a lot of laughing.
Oh, man. Kevin, you might need to refresh again.
I would like to roll custom skill number 3. I see it here on my sheet. I am not proficient in it.
Do what?
Go ahead,
Joe.
roll it. You fall in the sea from your spell.
Pretty good custom 3 check.
All right, so yeah, so everything's getting more choppy. The ship is starting to, like, rock.
I break out in a cold sweat.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm nervous. It's about to be a storm. I've never been through this. I'm like pampered. And
I attempt to comfort him.
Okay.
Sexually.
Role play it out.
On Martin, on a scale of 1 to Constitution check, how choppy is the water?
It's not enough that you feel like
Mohalo.
you're gonna get sick or anything.
Okay.
I don't have any idea how to actually comfort people, so I can't role play it. That's what I'm trying to do.
He's emotionally dead inside. That's why he can't.
Colby is not going for any bonus experience for role
No,
play.
you don't understand. I don't know how that works.
It has been like 8 years since I have played D&D. It's going to take me more than an hour to remember how to role play without feeling like an idiot.
Can't console properly.
Oh my God, Kevin.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh my God. Apparently you don't even read the chat. I wish I could force refresh him.
So this is going well.
It would be if we did keep having Kevin problems.
I feel slightly more comfortable. Thank you, Viscilla. Viscilla? Viscilla? Viscilla?
Vishla.
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 Okay, well, we're moving on.
All right.
I can't continue to wait for Kevin to figure out what's going on. All right, so Kevin and Billy are able to tell from looking out the cabin's windows that the snow's coming down pretty hard. Those of you that are down below decks can hear like a constant pelting from up in the deck. The first mate comes down below deck to where you guys are at and says, all right, he says, it's time for some of you to prove yourselves. He's like, who wants to volunteer?
Is this the first day?
Good.
Yeah.
Ship need rescue for Garg here.
He says,
What do
"Not
you need
the
help
ogre."
with, good sir?
He says, not the ogre, not the pansy man. He says, you. And he points at Colby. And he says,
One.
he says, you may come out. And he goes and unlocks
Very
the
well.
So he unlocks the door and he closes it behind you. And he says, up on deck.
Man, Fergard. It's rough.
All right, Colby, so do you go up on deck like he instructed?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so you're up on deck. And when you get up there, you're like as soon as the door opens up to above deck, you're like greeted by a like gust of wind that's like Arctic cold, about knocks you backwards. And you see that it's like snowing and hailing on the deck. All of the like people are running around, trying to clear the snow. They're like shoveling snow off the deck while others are continuing to row and hold on to the sails to keep them from like breaking off the mast. It's just absolute, like, it's pandemonium, but it's also like, it almost seems like organized pandemonium. Like everybody's doing their what they can do, but it's just too much. And the first mate tells you, you know, there are shovels over there. Begin shoveling off the snow.
Okay, I will attempt to shovel the snow.
Okay, so you go and start shoveling off the snow. Make a
Woo!
What the hell was that?
That was me making a mess. Anyway. Everything I say, I hear come back through Kevin's computer like a freaking probe droid.
Yep. All right, Colby, make a athletics check.
Oh shit.
It sounds like Kevin's just repeating everything you say. Kevin, I heard you say something, but we're hearing more of ourselves in your mic.
Can I make a recommendation between the feedback and Kevin's small people?
Yeah.
Kevin, maybe you can mute your mic when you're not using it.
It's going to require for him to be able to hear you without
Yeah, I know.
a minute delay for him.
I muted Kevin a long time ago.
Huh. Well, then I don't know what the friggin' deal is.
It's definitely coming from Kevin's thing. Is whenever you talk, you can see the green animation. Okay. All right,
So
so
did I
Colby,
fail my athletics check?
all right, so as you go to like throw some snow over the side, you like you slip on some ice and you like topple over the edge.
Oh shit!
One of like the deckhands jumps over there and like grabs your ankle as you're like falling over. And he's like, careful there, mate. He's like, this deck is slick. And he like pulls you back up on the deck and like slaps you really hard on the back. And he's like, you're all right. And he goes back and starts shoveling more snow.
I have a meta question. Where are the damn saves? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm proficient at deck saves. I could have caught myself. Anyway, I keep shoveling.
Okay, so you keep shoveling.
Actually, no. Do I think that I can use sleight of hand to appear to be shoveling?
That's gonna be more of a deception.
Can I do that?
Sure.
I have a better modifier on that. Damn it!
So after a few minutes of you doing that, the first mate comes over and smacks you on the back of the head, and he's like, "Damn it, man!" He's like, "The snow isn't gonna shovel itself. Get off your ass and shovel."
It's too bad I wasn't trying to pass myself off as a different person. I have advantage in that situation. I guess I'll try to shovel again. Should I roll another athletics?
No. All right, so you continue shoveling snow. First mate goes back down there, and Michael, he comes to you and he says, "Pansy or not, we need more hands." He's like, "Get your ass up on the deck," and he like unlocks the door and like instructs you up there, and like ushers a couple other people up there as well.
Okay, I like stand up and like take a second to make sure I'm presentable, and then go.
All right. So he sends you up on deck. Same thing happens to you when you come up on deck. You're greeted by really super cold air, and you see that it's like hailing and snowing, and it's like covering the deck faster than they can get it shoveled off.
It's not good.
So when you come up there, the first mate comes up behind you and the other, and he's like, "All of you," he's like, "There's a barrel of shovels over there. Grab them. Start shoveling the snow off the deck."
Clothing.
The deck. How are the deck rails?
They're pretty low.
They're pretty low.
Yeah, they've come up to like maybe your.
It might be out of place for me to say, but what if we gave the ogre downstairs like 3 shovels and told him just to like hold them in front of him and then just go straight, and we'll treat him like a plow and then push all of the snow off of the low rail at once.
He says, "I don't trust that thing."
Okay.
He says, "Are you going to vouch for it if he eats any of my crew? Do we get to throw you overboard?"
Well, no, but he seems okay.
If you can't vouch for him, then he's not that okay.
Oh.
Can I
mean,
use?
look, I'll say this:
can I-
he is the nicest ogre I've ever met.
Do I overhear all this?
Yeah, it's all there on the deck.
I'd like to try to persuade him that the ship is going to go capsize anyway if we don't do something drastic.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Hey man, I think he's got a good idea. This ship is going to go over anyway unless we do something drastic. I think that ogre might do the trick.
He says, what about you? He says, he who falls overboard. He says, are you going to vouch for the ogre?
I will not, but what's the harm? If he screws up, then just throw him over.
He says, no, the harm is that if he starts trying to shovel things overboard and ends up shoveling 6 of my men overboard, then I just lost 6 men and an ogre. He says there's a lot of things that could go wrong, and if I can't have somebody to punish when it goes wrong, then the captain will have my head. So unless one of you are going to vouch for this ogre, he stays downstairs.
Well, I don't know him that well. I'll just get the shoveling.
I'm not going to stick my neck out.
Bitches.
Man, this is some heavy frozen water.
Oh no. Golby, you need to make an athletics as well.
This ship is going down.
So, on the random roll table, neither of you fall overboard, but you both fall and smack the back of your head, and you're a little dazed. So it's going to take you a few seconds to be able to get back up. And the first mate sees this, and he starts yelling at you again. He says, "You're not really proving your worth. Do I need to lock you back up?"
No, just give me a second. Scramble eggs, brain bucket.
Kevin, are you there? I was going to say it was better, but
I have to unmute myself like 20 million times because it still looks like I'm talking. But yes, I'm here.
okay. Well, we don't have the feedback anymore. So it'll be, well, never mind. It's there.
I'm going to, again, try to persuade or deceive, whichever you choose, the first mate, telling him that in the old world, before I was disgraced, I knew a tribe of ogres who were all good and harmless and refused to hurt anyone, that they all carried a particular tattoo, and I saw that same tattoo on this ogre, that I cannot vouch with my own life because that is all I have left to me, but that I do not want to die, and I guess that he doesn't either, that we must free this ogre in order to cleanse the ship of the snow.
I have persuasion. I can try persuading.
That's good. So first roll a deception, because I highly doubt that you actually knew a tribe of ogres.
You don't even know me.
So first make a deception, and then make a persuasion.
Does that count as trying to be pretending somebody I'm not? No.
You have to actually be in disguise for that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Okay. So he says, a fair point. He says he says all of you are about as useless as a wet blanket in all this anyway, so might as well get him up here. He hands you the key, Colby, and he says, you get the honors of bringing him up.
Sweet. All right, I go back downstairs and go back into the cell and approach Fergarg.
Okay. So Fergarg, you see that Colby's character comes back down. He's got ice in his hair, and he's soaking wet. He's looking pretty rough, but he's got a set of keys in his hand.
You here to sing Fergog a song?
We're all
No, friend. I have much better news. I am here to secure your freedom. I have convinced the good people of this ship that you can be of use to them.
What you mean? Fergarg is free. Fergarg
Surely
is
don't
free.
want to stay in that cage for 3 months.
It's not bad. Fergarg can play sleep, bring food, hear songs, play rock, paper, scissors. I thought Fergarg thought it was nice.
My friend, the ship is going to go down.
Down
There's snow
where?
and ice everywhere. We need your help.
Oh, you need my help? Fergarg do good. Fergarg help, of course.
So I open the cage.
Okay. So when you open the cage, Fergarg is gonna grab you and hug you and pick you up. So unless
I'll
you
get
like she's gonna like carry you to the deck unless you like
Roll me
resist.
make an insight.
Insight.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. You think he's trying to harm you?
Oh no.
He like reaches for you and like grabs you.
I like legit think he's trying to hurt me.
I mean,
Can I make?
I guess more. You don't think you don't pick up on the fact that he is like being endearing. Like he's just this. He's twice your size and he's like wrapping his arms around you.
Can I make a dex save to get out of his way? I like to get away from him.
You can make a athletics oppose. Well, JJ, are you gonna try to like oppose him if he tries to get away from you?
No.
Okay, so he just tries. So you don't even have to make a roll call, but you just kind of duck out of the way as he goes to hug you, and he doesn't hug you.
I just like pat him on the arm instead.
For Vergarg, just like hugs, man. All right, so Fergarg is gonna go to the deck and like he's gonna like bust out and be like, "Fergarg here, do good. Ship no go down."
I'm going to stay below decks, by the way.
You're gonna stay below decks.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking for stuff.
Okay, so Fergar, you come out and you do that. Are you doing like this like big explosion like coming out like Fergar here to do good?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so you come out there and all the like some of the deckhands like start to run and they slip on the ice, and the first mate just kind of shakes his head and he's like Ogre, he's like, get this ice and snow off the deck.
I want to be like to the guy. I want to be like, allow me, and I can use persuasion to convince him that I should be Fergog's handler while he's up on deck.
Okay, you don't need to make a persuasion, but he looks at you and he says, "Wait a minute." He said, "Ogre, did you eat the other handler?"
Handler.
Yes, the one
What?
that came down here to free you.
He no one hugs. He no one hugs.
So you ate him?
No, Fergarg not hungry.
He says, "Then where is he?"
Where's Michelle Fergard?
Fergarg here, so ship no go down.
Where's the other one?
Other one what?
Where's Michelle?
Who?
Never mind. Here, take the shovel.
Yes.
You see all this? You see all this white stuff? This wet, white, cold stuff
Yes.
on the deck of the boat,
Yes.
on the ground.
Yes.
Get rid of it.
Fergarg hate this white stuff.
It's
Fergarg,
bad.
Get rid of it.
Use the shovel like this, and I'll show him how to use it like a plow.
Okay.
Fergar cleaves the ice and breaks the ship.
And like while he's doing that, I'll sing him a crappy song.
Okay. All right.
Like-
So I'm gonna clean.
Break their
clean-
plates and toss the snow. That's what Fergard Baggins hates.
All right.
Alright, so Colby, make
That rhymes, bro.
Are you gonna be like unlocking other cells or just like looking in through like the ones that are open?
Depends on whether or not I think anybody's around.
Oh yeah, there's still other exiles down there.
Have I spoken to these exiles before? Do I know them?
No, because all the ones that were in your guys' cage has been brought up, but the ones on the other side of the ship are still in their cages. I guess first make a an insight check.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Better.
pretty good. You notice that there's a very distinct difference between the exiles that are on the other end of the ship than what you guys were on. All the exiles on your side of the ship all seem to have been like honest mistakes or people that are like, you know, I'm not guilty or somebody set me up, but all of them seem to be pretty decent fellows. The other side look like straight up like the kind of convicts that you would see on like death row and life sentences in an actual prison. Like, you know, there's probably like guys over there raping each other, and like there's been a couple of them that have shanked others, and they've just been nasty, and there's been a couple times that they've like reached out and then tried to like grab a guard as they came by. Like these are not nice fellows.
Well, I'm going to stay away from that end of the boat.
But they're not staying away from you. Like they're like, hey, little lad, come over here, unlock the door. I'll be your best friend, I promise.
Busy, very busy.
And he says, "You will come unlock this door, or when we get to the new world, I will make sure that it is not a less pleasant experience for you."
Busy, very busy.
So are you going to continue searching around everything else?
How many of them are there?
There's probably like 2-3 dozen.
Oh, good lord. This is a pickle.
There's only a handful of them that are like. There's only a handful of them that are actually calling out to you. Though the others are either sleeping or laughing or fighting others or whatever. But there's a couple that are at the bars that are beckoning to you, trying to get you to come over there.
I'm going to try to intimidate them.
Okay. Make an
Tell
intimidate.
them that I'm not to be trifled with.
What do you do to be intimidating before you make your roll?
I pull myself up to my full height, point very strongly in their direction, and say, "Now you listen here. I will be the ruler of this new world, and I am not to be trifled with. You will leave me alone."
Okay.
Do I roll?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
They laugh a little bit. They're like, ruler, and they're just like, and so like another comes up to him and he's like, he's not worth our time. Let's just leave him alone. He's like, yeah, we don't need to deal with your kind. He's like, we would have just slit everyone's throat if you let us out anyway. And they turn and like walk.
Okay, I go back to searching the cell.
All right, so make a investigation. Okay, so you don't really find much of anything. Like you find there's been a couple of prisoners that have like hidden food that they haven't finished for another day. You see that somebody managed to get a hold of like a little tiny bit of alcohol, and they're storing that.
Do I find anything that can make a makeshift shiv, even like a stick, like a shard of wood?
You probably find like, in looking through all that, like you find like probably like a meat hook.
Ooh, yeah. Can I hide that on my person?
Sure. For right now, just put it on you. If anybody searches for you, then we'll have you do a try to hide it.
Okay. Is that all I find? Do I find anything else?
You definitely don't find anything of value. You find like a picture of a fairly attractive human. You just find like a lot of like trinkets and things that people have like hidden. You find a watch. Doesn't have a band on it.
Do any of these trinkets or the watch seem valuable?
The watch looks like it might be valuable. The trinkets are all just like keepsakes, like I said, like pictures and like mementos and things like that. But the watch, it has no band. It looks like it could be gold.
I'll hang on to that.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh.
Okay. So as you continue searching for things after finding the watch and whatnot, you notice that you keep smelling like a distinct poo smell.
Poo?
Yeah.
Do I see Christopher Walken anywhere nearby?
Nope.
Okay. That's it? Just poo smell?
Yep.
Is it coming from the watch?
It's coming from your hand.
Ew.
Ew.
The one that I touched Fergarg with?
Maybe. Possible.
You touched poo.
Okay, well, I don't really have anything I can do about that, so I'll pocket the watch and the meat hook and go back up decks.
Okay. All right, the rest of you, I need a athletics check from each of you that are shoveling.
Yeah.
Fergard shovels that shit.
Yeah, Fergarg's doing every bit of what you all promised. He's clearing snow faster than anybody else, but it still is accumulating faster than you guys can get rid of it.
Fergard need more shovels.
Take mine.
Double fisting shovels.
The guy did say there was a bucket of shovels, right?
Yeah, there's like a bucket of shovels. All right, so at this point, it's starting to look like this.
That's too much snow.
So yeah, so as you guys are shoveling, each of you can make a perception check.
Since I'm back up here, should I make it?
God, my rolls are so bad.
Fergarg's rocking it out, man.
Damn, Fergarg, MVP.
Martin, should Vishla make a perception?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I see all.
Faranja sees all.
Okay, so everybody but Michael, you guys can overhear the lookout whispering to the or he's not whispering, but he's talking to the first mate. But over like the storm and everything, you can hear him say, "Sir, I think I've spotted an island out there. We should probably put the ship in before before we take on too much weight and sink." And like the first mate is like looking through a spyglass when he's doing it, and then you hear him say like, "Oh no, we don't want to stop at that one."
There's an island? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they know that island?
That's what the lookout said, yeah.
Can I run up to the first mate?
Yeah.
I run up to him and ask him what's wrong with that island.
He says, well, look for yourself, and he hands you the spyglass.
Okay. I look through it.
Okay.
I would like to walk out on deck now.
Can you see that, Colby?
Yeah. It just looks
Okay.
like trees to me, though.
Yeah, so that's what you see, and he says that's an unnatural thing. He's like, a few times that me and the captain have been out here, that was not there.
The
I'll say to
island
him-
wasn't there?
You're not
Or the
there?
stuff on the island?
Can you guys all see through the spyglass, or is it just Colby that sees it right now?
I
Just
cannot.
him on.
Okay, so only Colby can see it. That's what I wanted.
Fergarg too busy scooping snow.
So I say to him, unnatural or not, death is not a very natural thing. I do not wish to die on this boat. We must stop there until the storm has passed.
Okay, make a persuasion.
Fuck yeah.
He said, okay, so he looks at you, you feel like you got through to him, and he says, you know what would prevent us from dying? If you were shoveling snow!
Yeah, bitches.
But then right after he says that, he walks off, and you see him like head up to where like the captain is.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to shoveling snow now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after probably like 30 minutes or so of you guys continuing to shovel, the captain comes over to the edge of the deck, and he says, and he just kind of stands there for a minute, and the first mate goes past him, and you see him like go over to where the cabins are on the other side of the ship, and he knocks on a door. Kevin, you hear a knock at your door.
Enter.
He just pushes the door open, and you feel like cold air come in through there. And he says, "Sir, the captain is requesting the presence of you and your consort out on the deck."
Come, little one. And a
Coming
move,
on, nothing open.
and a move to the captain.
Guess I need to put
Is this the captain?
just go out on the deck. I need to get Billy put on there.
I'm going to assume this is what the deck is because it's all covered in powdery white stuff.
Yep, that's exactly
Let's
what
go
you do to go out there.
Go
Like
jump out.
you could barely see in front of your face. You can barely see the deck. You can see there's a lot of people out there like shoveling snow, but the snow is accumulating faster than they can shovel it over.
But Fergarg is doing it like a champ.
So once you're out there on deck, the captain raises his voice and he says, "All right, men," he says, "we're going to put into this island that's off to the west or to the north." He says, "I don't know what to expect there. My first mate warns that he has a bad feeling and it's unnatural." He's like, "What say you, men? Do we anchor or do we keep shoveling?"
Fergarg loves shovel. He holds up both shovels.
Land.
Land.
Most of like the other people that are on there are all like yelling like land. And so he says, "Okay." He starts giving like, I'm not a sailor, but he starts giving like instructions for like securing the rigging and all this other stuff. And he says, he says, those of you that are up here that are assisting from below, he says, you may either want to return to below or hold on to something.
Holding on to the mast.
Fergarg,
Yes.
hug me.
Going back to my room.
All right, so I'm holding on to the mast and holding on to Aaron. Is that your name? What is it?
Yeah.
And like holding on to Aaron another arm.
And I'm looking smug as shit, too.
Okay. So, so the captain makes some adjustments and whatnot, and you can feel the ship is turning and going in a different direction. I guess I should probably actually have different storm music going. So yeah, so the ship starts sailing over towards the island. You guys, as it starts getting closer, you guys can start to see the island, and you can see kind of what the first mate was talking about. Like it, everything is like everything around you is like covered in snow, but the island itself, like the trees that are there, they're not accumulating snow as fast as you would expect them to be. There's still snow on the shore and things like that, but the island itself looks like almost like it's not quite in the storm, even though you see it in the storm. Each of you need to make a athletics check as the ship pulls into the island and gets stuck on shore.
I am also being held by somebody, though.
Yeah, so. Oh.
That was Dex.
Wait.
He rolled Dex.
Oh, acrobatics. I meant to roll athletics. Yes.
Okay. So
In communist Russia, your grip holds you.
Fergarg, make another one in order to be able to hold on to Aaron. All right. So, double look. None of you fall off.
Yes, because I would have had to rescue you.
Go team.
Yay, team.
So the ship puts into shore, and the first mate comes to you, Kevin, and says that the captain wants to see you.
To the captain.
Yeah. All right. So the first mate escorts you over there to a door across the ship, and he opens the door for you. And when you step inside, he closes it behind you.
You asked to see me, Captain?
He says, yes. He says, Mr. Highborn, he says, I've gone over the itinerary or the files of everybody on the ship, and I see that you are appointed to be a law enforcement agent when we reach the new colony. Is that correct?
Aye.
He says, I also hear that you were one of the scouts within the Ranger Corps for the King before you were appointed to this position. Is that also correct?
Was.
He says, then I am going to have to insist on appointing you to a task. He says, my men will be securing the ship and making sure that we get everybody to the best shelter that we can that the ship can afford, but I fear that we need to explore this island and see if there is better accommodations on here, and see if there's somewhere that we might be able to weather through the storm. He says, so I want you to gather a team. He says, none of my men are to go with you, but there are plenty of the exiles that have yet to prove themselves. He says, you can choose 3 or 4 of those and take them with you. He says, you will be responsible for them, and when you come back, I want you to report on their usefulness to you, and how well they operated in the field with you. Says, am I understood?
Yes, Captain.
He says, you have your orders.
I nod in agreement and set to the task.
Okay.
Out I go.
So,
Stepping upon the deck, I peer across and see an ugly ogre clinging to the mast,
Holding Aaron. Like,
holding. Oh, I'm sorry. Holding another being that I cannot discern at this moment.
holding a human like a teddy bear.
Absolutely. I'm gonna walk across. I'm gonna look at each character, and I'm gonna go to my back room to Peridot. Right. Well, can we roll just to see if Billy and I got acquainted during our time because connection issues or whatever?
You don't have to roll. I mean, you guys can decide whether or not you would have gotten along.
I think my natural charm would have won you over.
I think so too. Eventually, I'm gruff, but I'm not a dick.
You guys
I'm not a Colby. Peridot, we
Yes.
have been tasked.
With?
Will you accompany me to the deck as we select our team?
I am your humble servant. I will accompany you wherever you go.
Let's go. So Peridot and I step on the deck, and we're gonna pick Visela.
Vishla.
Vishla. There's a silent H in there. But we're not going to pick Aaron or Fergarg because ogres are scary, and if you're small enough to be grabbed by an ogre, you're probably not worth it.
I single-handedly saved this ship from sinking.
But I didn't see it.
Shut up, Fergar.
All right, so yeah, Evan, role play it out. Go up if you're gonna get Vishla. Go and go talk to her.
Is this Vishla? I'm still learning your tokens.
It has the name below it. Did you not see the names below them?
I
can only see mine.
I only see mine.
JJ, is there a thing to make everybody see everybody's?
You have to go to each individual one and show nameplate, and then go to the second tab, and others can see.
I thought I had that. That's
Sorry, that's kind of for the awkward role playing because I didn't know who was who.
No, you're okay.
Can you all see Peridot now?
Yes.
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 She was radioactive.
All right. Well, while he's doing, I'll go ahead and you there. What is your name?
Who are you pointing to?
I'm gonna Vishla.
Oh.
Obviously, I've not been around any of you, so don't know you from Adam right now.
Hello, good sir. Vishla is my name.
I've been tasked with scouting this island for a suitable place of refuge, and you were coming with me.
Certainly.
Peridot,
Yes?
please assist Vishla so that we can board mainland.
Absolutely. Hello, Vishla.
Hello.
The first mate will come to you, Baron, and say, you may want to take a few more with you.
I was getting to that, you.
And he says, well, the snow's not letting up, so today would be nice.
Bitch.
So, as Vishla and Peridot are having sidebar, I step towards the edge of the boat and take a glance behind me to see Fergarg holding Aaron. Oh, did he move? Yes, there we are.
Wait, are you still carrying him?
Yeah, I didn't put Aaron down.
Ogre.
Okay, so Fergarg and Aaron, you should make a perception check.
Ogre. Might you have a name?
I be Fergarg. Best ogre
Fergarg.
ever.
Both of you did overhear the conversation where Baron had told Vishla that he was going on shore and was assembling a party to go.
Fergarg good. Fergarg do good. Fergarg help. You need Fergarg help.
And the individual you hold in your are they good as well?
Fergarg like forgets that he's like holding Aaron. He's like, like puts Aaron down in front of him.
I take a second and I straighten my clothes and like make myself.
So I'm going to address Aaron. Is this your friend or are you his?
Little column A, little column B. Fergarg do good. Fergarg is talented.
Now you're talking like him.
I rub off on people.
I don't know. I don't think I can hear Colby. I can hear everybody else though.
I'm not talking right now.
Oh, so you just didn't respond to my inquiry?
I'm sorry, I missed it. I was talking to a gnome. What did you say?
I just asked if you were the ogre's friend or if the ogre was yours.
That was what you asked Michael. Colby wasn't being carried by Michael.
Who the fuck's being carried? Damn it! I need to know your names. Like, right click and it'll say, "This is Billy." Right click. I know Fergarg is JJ. That's it.
Michael is Aaron. Colby is Vishla.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. So I'm going to talk to Michael. Can you hear me, Michael?
Yeah, I gave a reply. So yeah, Fergarg
Is
he's
Yep.
he's talented.
Oh man, god damn it!
He's
You can't hear Michael. He can't hear you. Michael told you that he basically is. They're both Fergarg's his friend, and he is Fergarg's friend.
I look at Fergarg and I say, "I trust you can keep this one in line." And I point at Aaron.
Fergarg keep in line. Fergarg do good.
Not.
I turn my back, face palm, and walk off deck.
Fergarg go good. Let's go, Aaron.
You know what? There's like this like I want to have like a Hulk moment right here where you like grab him by the waist and like doom, and just like jump off the side of the boat.
All right, so Kevin, you select your team, and you need to report back to the first mate. Comes up to you and he says, "Have you finished selecting your team?"
I have. Please let the captain know that I've assembled a team to go ashore.
He says, "Who are you taking with you?"
My trusted cabin mate, Peridot.
It's French.
He says, "That's a fine choice. Whom else?" Kevin. God damn it.
Did we lose him to the ether?
Yeah, it looks like.
We lost him to the ether.
Oh, man.
This is going to be a fun campaign.
Yeah, we need to raise
How
money
about
for Kevin to
How
get a
about those
better-
connections? Hey, so let's talk about those Patriots.
All right, so basically what happens is that, Kevin reports who he's taking with him, and the first mate's very enthusiastic about him taking the ogre with him. And he says, let's see. He says, all right. He says, we will. I have, other than for the ogre, I have warm weather clothes the cold weather clothes that I can provide them so that they will not freeze to death while you are exploring the island. And he like snaps his fingers, and one of the deckhands comes up with like, you know, a bundle of furs and whatnot, and he says, "These should fit well enough for everybody but the ogre." He looks at you and he says, "We don't carry anything in your size."
Furgarg tough. Oh, damn it. Furgarg cold.
He freezes solid.
Furgarg actually decided he cold. Please bring Furgarg clothing.
He says,
We'll make a
maybe
fire-
you could.
we'll make a
He
fire
says
for you.
maybe you could find something that you can skin and use for furs when you get on the island.
Roger. Furgarg kill first thing you see on island and skin it.
Not first thing, Furgarg. First animal.
Roger.
Okay.
Hurry.
It's quite
Furgarg
infuriating to
cold.
be on expedition again.
So they lower a rope ladder for you guys to be able to climb down and get on and go onto shore. I assume each of you are going to go. So if you're not, say you're not.
I am.
And so yeah, you guys are on shore.
Doesn't look like it.
Well, I'm not changing anything yet.
Splash.
So you said that this was like a non-frozen area, though. Like it looked like it wasn't
Like
bad
there's
at all.
there's snow there, but like in comparison, like the deck had so much snow on it that you guys like it was up to your knees and you were moving around. This is like the amount of the snow that's on this is like maybe to your ankles.
Gotcha.
So your knees and my big toe.
Right.
Kevin, are you back? I see you typing, but I can't hear you.
It's because I have myself muted,
Oh, okay.
You're back.
Okay,
but I
so
can't see
you guys-
anything.
You guys are all on shore, and he gave warm weather clothes to everybody to be able to make sure you don't freeze in the cold weather. JJ failed his con save to not freeze, and he's cold because they didn't have anything for the ogre to wear.
Do we get anything to protect self with, like club, sword, big stick? Nothing. No.
You asking Kevin, or are you asking the first mate?
First mate.
He says,
Okay, Martin, I've got a connection to the server has been interrupted, and like my character won't load. I can't see anything.
okay, it's working for everybody else, so it has to be something on your end.
That
Yeah,
usually goes.
specifically
That
me.
usually goes away after a little bit.
Yeah, but he's saying he can't see anything either.
Hmm.
So he really is. I would say he's disconnected, but you can hear him.
Firefox too, though, isn't he?
That's strange.
Yeah, Kevin, you should also try to upgrade to Google Chrome, as this is made for Google Chrome, so that might fix some of your issues.
All right, I'll do that before the next play session.
But yeah, so this is an island. So you know, your terrain right now is going to be like sand and like forest as you get past it.
Well, since I'm the leader of this ragtag group, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick check on. Shit, no, I can't.
Kevin,
Let me
what
reload and see if this will fix.
Kevin, what weapons do you have that are visibly seen on you?
My arrow quiver, arrow slung on my back, quiver to my side, 20 arrows, and I carry two short swords.
Okay, and then Billy, what do you carry?
I carry a long sword and a shield.
Okay, so Furgarg, when you ask that question, he points to the two of them and he says, "They will protect you. They have weapons."
Furgarg trusts. They protect Furgarg.
Excuse me.
He
Baron.
says, "I can give you each daggers. We don't
Oh.
really."
I
He
get
says, "We don't carry weapons on this."
a dagger's better than nothing.
Furgarg's like this. He's like, dagger?
He hands each of you a dagger.
All right.
Sweet.
I'll take it.
I'll use it. I have a dagger.
Over, you take the dagger.
Dun, 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 dun. Of course.
glad somebody's taking it as a positive. That makes me happy.
Oh man, a dagger! Fudge.
Well, considering before that dagger, I didn't have shit.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have
I
a
thought it was in
dagger.
the loincloth.
Okay. So yeah. So Kevin, it's your decision on what you're going to do. You basically you're on the shores and you can see like forest off ahead of you and
Kevin's gone, bro.
okay. Well, so Baron is going to be like, okay, so let's head up to the edge of the forest and let's see if I can't find a proper path that I could navigate you all through. So he walks up there. Each of you should make a perception check.
So we're off the ship.
Yes.
It's windy out here.
Man, you know it's not the cold that gets you; it's the wind.
All right. So everybody.
Moonslicer, I am cold. Help me.
Moon Slicer?
Yeah, you guys hear the ogre say that.
It's weird.
All right, so each of you that beat it, they got a 10 or better on your perception. See like a broken up crate that's there's a couple of them that are sitting there on the shore, and you see a white raven land on it. Are you guys able to see the picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you see a white raven land on the crate.
Does that say Ruba on the side?
Aaron,
Do what?
does it say that on the side?
No.
Martin, I'm going to attempt to talk to the Raven.
All right, so I'm gonna ask. Well, while both Billy's doing or Ricardo's doing that, I ask Aaron, are feathers warm? Do feathers keep people warm?
My character sheet just got emptied.
Oh, no.
How did you do that?
A lot of feathers will keep.
It's all
no, not really.
it's all still there for me, Kevin. So there's just something up with your connection.
All right, so I won't attack the bird.
Okay. So great.
Okay, so you see, like there were a couple of other like deckhands and stuff that got off the ship with you, and they're like, just like securing the ship, like anchoring it down, tying it off, whatnot, and they're not paying any attention to what you like. They keep looking back at you guys like you're talking or interacting with something that's not there, but they're not saying anything. Billy, when you try to talk to it, it doesn't respond.
It's okay, bird. It's okay. How are you doing?
It flies off the crate a little bit, and then it like lands on a branch in the trees right behind it, and continues to like look at you guys.
Well, that's
And
just weird.
It caws a few times, and then it like flies to another branch deeper in the woods and continues to look at you guys.
Well, that's weird, but finders keepers on the crate.
Okay.
Fascinating. Yes.
I think we all found it. I think we should share what's inside.
I mean, yes, but I called dibs on antiquities.
I'll open it.
All right, JJ, make a perception check.
Fergarg just won't be warm. Ooh, a bird.
Okay. You don't notice anything. All right, so you guys are checking out the crate.
I'm going over to open it.
Okay, the wood that it's in is pretty rotted, so you're able to grab a hold of a plank and just kind of pull it open. Inside there are like wrapped packages.
It's weird.
They have like symbols and stuff on them, and like there's definitely like words or something written on them, but you can't understand what the words say. Like it's not a language that any of you speak.
Well, what language is it?
Well,
Just in case. Because I speak common and giant.
you don't know it.
I speak primordial.
You don't know it. This is an archaic language that none of you could have selected.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Can I start unwrapping the packages without anybody seeing besides me what's in them?
You can make a sleight of hand versus everyone else's perception that would be paying attention. So basically, you make a sleight of hand, and if any of them are paying attention, they can roll
Would that go against passive perception?
No, because anytime somebody's rolling, you can roll against it.
Okay.
Not me.
Well, I noticed.
Yeah, so you notice that Peridot doesn't notice. Aaron, you notice that he's like, he's very slyly trying to unwrap the package. Like he's standing there and he's like pulling open a flap and then kind of looking about and pulling open another flap, looking about.
So I'm gonna make eye contact with him, Colby.
You can definitely tell that not only is he opening the packages, but he's trying to be, he's trying to hide that he's opening the packages.
I make eye contact with you while you're opening the package, so you know I see you, but I don't say anything.
Okay. No, I just kind of stop doing it surreptitiously and do it a little less surreptitiously.
Okay. So the first package you get open, and there's a box in it.
What's in the box?
I'm not going to open the box right away. I'll open the next package.
Okay. So the next package actually is a box. Like it's not wrapped in anything. It's just an actual box.
Okay. I'm going to start setting the boxes outside of the crate and then keep going to the next item.
Okay. Everything in there is either a box or a wrapped box.
Okay. Well, I'm going to line them up outside of the crate and then say that somebody should open them.
Okay.
I think it should be somebody with delicate hands.
I have tiny, tiny hands.
She has tiny, tiny hands.
Perfect.
I'm going to open the crate.
Okay. So you're opening one of the boxes. Billy, roll a d8 for me.
A D8. Okay.
Okay. So you open it up. Okay, so when you open that one up, it is a odd pair of like white leather shoes with what look to be blades attached to their soles.
Aha! Blade shoes, my favorite. I trust Highborn to hang on to these things, so I'm going to go ahead and give him them to distribute.
I'll stick them in my backpack.
Okay. So
Whoa, where is Kevin? He's not showing up on my screen.
that happens sometimes.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh well.
I still see the boat.
Yeah, we all do.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm not going to change the background every time the scenery changes. I'm going to do it whenever I can find maps, but if I had to build one for every scene, I would be here for hours creating the game. So I just...
Sure. Well, aside from the box, all I wanted to do before all this crap went down, they sure do. They do for Garg. They do.
There are other packages as well. Like there's 8 packages in total.
Guys?
I say go for it.
Yes. I'm just looking for. Did you say that I saw activity, Martin? Like dead grass, broken tree limbs, anything of that nature?
No, I had you go up and look, but you saw a white crow that was flying about. But
All right, that'll work. Yes,
So
Peridot, please.
Billy,
All right.
you look at the other packages. You find like a wool shirt, like long sleeve wool shirt. You find a
Fergarg cold. Can Fergarg wear?
you find like a really nice dagger.
Okay.
You find there's a box that's full of these like rectangular plastic things that look like they have wheels inside them with really thin black rope wrapped around them.
Okay.
They're very odd things. You've never seen anything like them.
Okay.
There's about 6 of them in there.
Okay.
You also find inside one of the boxes there is a white leather ball that is in its own box inside the box.
Okay.
And it has like words written across the leather and the packaging, but you can't tell what it says.
Okay.
Another one has like 15 copper pieces.
Okay. What are they? Do I recognize like the country?
Nothing looks for the copper pieces.
Yeah.
No, like in fact, most of the money that you've ever seen has been very crudely stamped and made, and this is very finely made.
Does it have a picture of a king with a majestic beard on it?
Yes,
Huh.
and there's a building on the other side of it that looks very well crafted.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm assuming that as we open up these crates and discover these items, we're consolidating them in one central location. Like I'm not running back and forth between 8 freaking boxes, right?
Yeah, it was all one crate. There's little things in there.
Okay. Okay.
These shoes with the blades on the side of them. I'd like to see if like they have special properties.
Okay.
Sure. Pull them out of my pack. Give them to Peridot.
Okay. Are they? They're probably pretty big on me, right?
Yes, they look like they would fit a human.
Do I feel like if I called my mom and talked to her, I would tell her that I could fly?
I don't understand.
Okay. No, I mean, do they? I mean, do they seem to like if I'm jumping up and down or running or whatever? Do they seem?
No. They like.
Is he testing them? Ooh.
They have actual like blades coming out of the soles.
Oh. Huh. Well, okay. I'll give them back to you. I don't need a weapon, foot weapon.
Like you couldn't even stand on them, you don't think, because like it's basically like you'd have to balance on the blade if you were wearing them.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, this stuff seems kind of useless.
The dagger. I'm pretty interested in the dagger. Is it a like a ceremonial dagger? Is it a?
It's of a really interesting quality. Like it has a serrated edge on the top. It's very sharp. The handle, rather than being made of wood, is made of metal. And in the very bottom of it, it has like a glass ball on it, and in there is there are like markings and like 4 letters that you don't understand what they mean, but it keeps on like there's like a red line that keeps pointing one way no matter how you turn which direction you point the knife.
Okay. Is it worth trying to do a perception check?
I mean, that's what you see.
Because I want to know if anybody in the group can do True North to see if this this dagger is pointing like a compass.
That would be a survival.
I actually might be able to always tell you which way north is. Nope, I didn't take that one.
Yeah,
But I can read lips.
It's survival is what you would if you have the survival.
Then read mine. Boo. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tuck that in my waistline. And then Michael, your character's name is
Aaron.
Aaron. I'm gonna pitch you one of my short swords. I'm gonna remove that out of my character sheet.
Okay.
And tell you that we're not gonna make it very far in the forest without arming ourselves.
All right, I grab your sword as you throw it, and I like fumble with it and drop it, and then pick it up.
Oh God.
All right, so
I'm gonna mumble that one.
Billy and JJ both make a perception check for me.
Who is this JJ you speak of? Damn, I'm rolling like a boss.
This is persuasion.
That was persuasion.
God damn it! Damn it!
That's much better.
Alright, Peridou, you hear a voice that says, you should follow.
It says what?
You should follow.
I should follow. Where's the bird at?
It's still perched on the branch calling at you guys.
I'm gonna follow that bird.
Absolutely.
Do I
Guys, I
just?
heard a voice.
What do I see?
You still see the same thing, like everybody's like opening up packages, and like Billy all of a sudden, or Peridou all of a sudden says, we should follow that bird.
Okay.
I trust Peridot. I'll follow it.
I speak with animals, and the bird. Well, it's a little different than normal, but the bird may have told us to follow it. Yeah.
When they speak to you, is it like all in your head, or do you actually hear it?
Usually it's verbal, but this time I actually heard it in my head, so I'm a little trepidatious about it.
What
Yeah,
is-
you
what
guys
is-
should follow that bird.
What is trepidatious?
I think you should lead the way.
I'll lead the way.
Great idea.
Okay, so if any of you have the survival skill, make a roll on that for me.
You mean if we're proficient?
Yes.
Whole lot of nope.
Nope.
I thought for sure Kevin would have it as a ranger. Okay.
Damn right.
All right, so as you guys are like following along the bird, Kevin, you notice that the bird is actually leading you along a path that you may have not noticed if you hadn't already been like following in a direction that it was leading. But you can see that there is like a very overgrown path that it is leading you along.
Hold up, Martin, because I got a question. How
Okay.
far have they gone from where the crate was?
Just maybe 20, 30 feet in.
Was the pile of stuff still at the crate, or did they take everything?
The only person who said they picked up anything was Kevin, and he took the knife.
Well,
Oh.
if they all start walking towards the bird, I'm gonna hang back where the pile of stuff is.
My
Okay.
intent was to give everything to Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, I thought we were shoving it in my pack
Okay, then never mind.
since I'm the only one with a backpack.
Then never mind.
I'm
Okay.
sort of interested in that leather ball. Can I hang on to that?
Absolutely, Peridot. I'll toss it to her.
Are you going to leave it in its like half box, or are you going to take it out of its box?
I'm gonna take it out of its box and see if I can does it have like a pattern?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can press certain parts of it to maybe open it. Not like tear at it, but just like push on it in various ways.
Okay.
As we're walking.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me, Billy.
Cool.
Okay. As you're doing it, it just feels like different like patches of leather that have been sewn into a pattern.
Does it seem like a gaming ball, maybe?
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe we could come up with a sport for it. Okay, that's on the back burner.
Okay.
To the mission
So
at hand.
you guys are going to continue following the Raven?
I think that
So-
seems like the thing to do right now.
We came on shore to find a suitable shelter, right, from the storm,
Yes.
so on and so forth, correct?
And to just check out the island in general to see if there's a place that they could that you guys could hole up until the storm passed.
Okay.
Whoa, wait a
so I'm good with following the bird, but I kind of want to know as we are walking down this path what we're walking into.
Okay. I mean, you literally are just walking through woods. You don't see anything that
Even
like
better.
like that. You see animals like you'll probably see some like deer and raccoon and things like that that are like that are going through.
Okay.
there.
since I think I'm the only person with rations at this point, I want to actively, since this is my known terrain, I want to actively forage while we're walking.
Okay, that will make you move at less speed.
When you forage, you find twice as much food as normal. Even when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well,
So, unless everybody...
Sorry?
I'm sorry, Billy?
Nothing.
I was just saying that you guys are, unless any of you are going to hang back, Kevin's going to be falling behind you guys. So unless any of you guys are going to hang back with him.
Nope. Marching forward.
All right.
I'm going to discuss at great length whether or not this ball is properly inflated. I'll probably talk about it for 3 or 4 days nonstop.
I understood that reference.
Well, you won't be traveling that long. You guys travel for maybe like 15 minutes or so in the woods, and you guys should each make a perception check.
Regardless, it's literally all I'll talk about for days.
Did you say 3 or 4 days in the woods?
No, that's how long Billy said he was going to talk. I said you're not going to be going through 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Like, regardless, though, I will be talking about it.
MC, make a perception check.
Sorry, I had to go get some stuff. Perception?
Yes.
15. Boom. Nailed that perception.
Michael, do you have your stats put into your sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Do you just not have bonuses on stuff?
Not to perception, I don't. No, I should.
No,
He's
no,
so
it's
mediocre
wisdom.
at best.
No, it's wisdom. I don't have perception bonus.
Oh.
Dude, I have really bad stats.
Sorry.
Hang on a second, guys. I got to refresh. All of a sudden, my screen is like halfway, like cut off.
Right.
Ha! I'm not the only victim to this.
Do you see those numbers? Yeah. Yeah, and that's with my bonus.
I don't have any. There is nothing that I don't have a bonus to.
Colby with them god rolls.
Yeah, I rolled really well. It's pretty awesome.
No, I rolled really bad. I had to triage some stuff. Nice 20. Dang, a 5.
I was wondering what your intelligence was.
So, just so you know, in Billy and I, our Rune Lords game that we play, Ryan's T-Rex has an intelligence of 3. So you're barely smarter than a T-Rex.
Nice.
I don't know. I've heard him talk. I think that's
That's a smart T-Rex, actually. Most animals have
smart
like
T-Rex.
intelligence
Those are
of
good
like
rolls.
1.
Yeah, they were decent rolls, and then I got +1 to everything because of human. I got pluses to something, I think, from my background, and then I took a feat that gave me a +1 to charisma. So,
How'd you do the feat with all that stuff?
well, Martin said we either got a magic item or a feat.
Oh, shit! I get 2 feats.
I thought you already said you did.
I only
So
took
we-
1.
Yeah, then you get another.
Visually,
Because
what's
I took the human variant, and they give you a feat for the human variant.
Billy, did you ask what feat I took?
No, what species?
Oh no,
Human.
that's so good! Oh no! I get another feat! Woo! Them feats.
Damn.
Yeah, I
feat.
forgot all about that. That I should get 2 feats.
It's because I'm not talking. I muted myself.
Yeah,
Stop
I don't think you
yourself.
can hear us either, though. I'm gonna refresh.
Martin, I can't see you, so I might need to refresh too. I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Yes. Yes, but your video is like up in the top left. Strange.
Alright, so I refreshed and I think I can only see Colby.
Here, I'm adjusting the volume on the